Our next topic is Newton forward difference. This is the method which is used for calculating values for equal intervals. So before understanding the algorithm for Newton's forward difference, first understand the concept for Newton's forward difference. So suppose you are given a set of values like year 1891, 1901, 1911, 1921, 1931. As you can see here, they are equal intervals, means there was same difference between the intervals. So if we have to find any values between them, we can find them by using Newton's forward difference interpolation method. So the concept is that we write the values of x, okay, then we write the values of fx, then we calculate the value of delta fx. So to calculate delta fx, we subtract the values of fx from lower side to upper side, like 66 minus 46 will give 20, 86 81 minus 66 will give 15, 93 minus 81 will give 12, 101 minus 93 will give 8. Now we calculate delta square fx by again subtracting the upper value from lower value, like 15 minus 20 minus 5, 12 minus 15 minus 3, and 8 minus 12 minus 4. Again we calculate delta cube fx by subtracting minus 3 by minus 5 and minus 4 minus 3, so we will get this value. And again we calculate delta fx by subtracting this value, so we will get this as our table, forward difference table. Now what we will do, we write the Newton's forward formula. The Newton's forward formula is f of a plus hu is equals to f of x plus u by 1 factorial delta f of a u minus 1 upon 2 factorial delta square f of a plus u minus 1 u minus 2 delta cube f of x divided by 3 factorial plus u minus 1 u minus 2 u minus 3 upon 4 factorial into delta 4 fa. So first we calculate u. The u is calculated by a plus hu and equals to, for which you have to find the value. As we have to find 1895, so we have calculated a plus hu is equal to 1895, where a is our first interval, that is 1891, plus h is the difference, that is our 10, into u is equals to 1895. Our calculated u is 0.4, and we will put all these values into this formula and we will get the answer. So this is all about Newton's forward difference method, interpolation method. Now the algorithm for it, first we start and declare the values for set of observation x for x values and y for its corresponding y values and other variables which will be required. We read in step 3, we read the records n and elements of x and y using the for loop. Then we calculate h by subtracting x2 minus x1, and we read the point for which we are going to be searched, for which value we have to find. Now step 6, we calculate the value of u. This s is our u. As explained in the concept, we initialize p with 1 and d with y of 1. In step 7, we use for loop for calculating the p and d. What actually d is here, the d is this value, that f of a plus this, all the values is d, which comes corresponding one by one. In first iteration d will be this, in second iteration d will be this, in third iteration d will be all this, in fourth iteration d will be all this. So if you try to dry run our for loop by keeping subsequent values, you will get our d. In 8th step, we print f and d and we stop the program. So this is all the algorithm for Newton's forward difference. Now we are going to write the C program for Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. First we declare the libraries which are required, then introduce our main function which will have x, y which are a set of observation values, and f which is our function for which we have to find the value. Then S is our U as explained in the concept. H is the difference, and D and P. So we enter the value of X and Y, which are set of values using for loop. Then we calculate the edge by subtracting x2 minus x1. Then we write the value of f. F is which the value of the interval for which we have to find the value of y. Then we initialize p with 1 and d with y1. So now comes the for loop, the outer for loop which runs up to I is equals to n, I is less than n minus 1, and inner loop that is initialized by j is equals to 1 and works until j is less than equals to n minus 1. So this code is working for subtracting the values from lower value minus upper value, like explained you in the concept, like x2 minus x1, x3 minus x2, x4 minus x3. So this is calculated by this code. Then we calculated p and put the p value in the d. The d, as explained, is used for calculating the other values as same explained in the concept, and we get the value of d, which is the function value of x. Hence we get the value of y for the value of x. So this is our C program for Newton's forward difference interpolation method.